I'd like to think that we all have a little bit of a freak in us, but I found a show for the girlies that mixes weird freakiness with cute, shy moments. If you're a romance anime loving guy, go ahead and lock in too, because I know there aren't very many of us. Give this video a like, smash the subscribe button, and get ready for a hilariously wild romantic ride that had me kicking my feet in the air even after a 12-hour shift at work. Yes, this show is definitely worth losing sleep over. I'm in my romance anime arc where I rewatch several shows from the olden days since everyone likes to glaze any anime that dropped in the past 3 years but refuse to go back and brush up on the true bangers of the past and what they had to offer. One of such shows is Mysterious Girlfriend X. Are you tired of the same boring anime tropes and slice of life storylines? Then this may be the thing you need in your life. If you know nothing about the show, then I'll get the worst part out of the way early, so stay with me and I'll make it make sense. Drool. That's it. Now stick with me now. This show follows lead character Akira Tsubaki and female lead Mikoto Urube as they travel through their high school days in a 13-episode freak fest of a show. Urube is a mysterious transfer student that gets labeled as an outcast because she sleeps all day in class, bursts out in laughing for no reason, and doesn't talk to anybody. All reasonable concerns to think about when it comes to high school popularity. Oh, her hair is also always in her face until one day when a classmate decides to take a liking to her and decides to do her hair for her, which reveals her beautiful face and has all the boys saying that she looks like the magazine model Momoka Imai. Tsubaki couldn't believe it and even had to cop a magazine to catch the resemblance. This is one of those shows where the premise will either make you love it the entire time or drop it instantly after the first episode when Tsubaki first wakes up Urube after school and tastes her drool that was left on her desk when she leaves the classroom. Yes, that actually happened. But teenage hormones, am I right? Yeah. This show aired during the spring season of 2012, and honestly, it was decently liked when it first aired. It didn't garner mainstream attention like all the millions of isekais that pop up out of the woodworks each Saturday morning nowadays, but it did okay for itself. If you feel like this may be interesting for you, then fantastic. Now allow me to hook you further with this amazing summary synopsis of the story. Akira Tsubaki is a teenage boy that hasn't had a girlfriend before and honestly is so weird and cute that he reminds me of my inner self. I'm hoping the guys will back me up in the comment section on that because I can't be the only guy that saw a pretty girl drooling and thought that it was much cuter than it probably should have been. Anyways, he's your regular high school student and isn't particularly attractive and doesn't stand out by any stretch of the imagination. For lack of better phrasing, he's just there. Meanwhile, we have our lovely lass of the series, Mikoto Urube, being much more interesting, but in a weird way. As I said before, she transfers in and sits next to Tsubaki and sleeps in class all the time and even through lunch. Her hair covers her face and we find out that she's low-key a beauty underneath it. She has a pair of panty scissors and she has super speed with those things whenever she equips them with aimbot type accuracy. Oh yeah, and she drools when she sleeps. And she can share her emotions, dreams, and thoughts through having other people taste her saliva or receive the same from them by tasting theirs. She also drools in excess when she's experiencing extreme emotions such as excitement for some odd reason. I know I turned some of you off with that alone, but please bear with me, it will be worth it in the end. Our main side characters are Tsubaki's male best friend / classmate Kohei Ueno and Kohei's girlfriend Ayuko Oka, who also happens to be in their class and grows super close to Urube during the run of the show, alongside Tsubaki's older sister Yuko. We also see Tsubaki's middle school crush Aika Hayakawa and Tsubaki and Urube's beauty of a classmate Ryoko Suwano in bits and pieces of the show as well. Everybody else plays their parts, but they aren't really the reason why I think you should watch this show. We also have a banger opening and ending theme as well as OSTs throughout the anime that would slap on a car drive, speaking from experience of course. Mysterious Girlfriend X is an anime series based on the manga writings of Rishi Ueshiba, who crafted a premise that is a little off the beaten path when it comes to high school romances. We see the freakiness that comes with the sharing of internal thoughts and feelings through the sucking of drool from fingertips, while also the longing desire of two youths to belong to one another and create a comfortable bond that allows them to truly express what is inside of each other's hearts. Some people have said that Urube plays too much into the mysterious antics and doesn't express herself well, but I would disagree. Her silent demeanor and difficulty expressing things makes it easy to understand the importance of sharing drool and its mechanics as a tool for conveying her thoughts, as well as helping facilitate the relationship in the anime. Honestly, watching this show made me want to find a girl willing to share drool with me. Now, I would never gamble and taste drool straight off a desk, especially of a girl I've never once held a conversation with. But I understand high school tends to be a bit of a fever dream, and for a guy that never had a girlfriend, I'm sure any contact at all was appreciated. Getting lovesickness and ending up bedridden because of that spicy touch, but also being guaranteed dependence on drool as a result, makes things even more interesting in my eyes because you can always anticipate some sort of uncanny intimate moment between the two every episode, despite their cute and nervous antics along the way. Like if you're a girl and you find a boy that willingly does such a thing, that is the greenest of flags. And if you're a guy and a girl offers you her finger, go ahead and buy the ring, buddy, because everybody tries to be normal and perfect. But the one that shows their true weirdness to you and you alone, well, that's something that takes a lot of courage to do, and they genuinely have to care about you from the bottom of their heart to even consider taking that gamble. Before I leave you to your own devices, I wanted to recall one episode memory that really stuck with me as being different from the others in the genre, and yes, precursor, it involves drool. Tsubaki had a dream about sleeping with Urube and struggling to hide it from her. So at the end of episode 2, while walking home, she calls his bluff and slides a finger into his mouth to get a good old swig of that drool. She says that when the time comes and they experience each other in that intimate way, she won't be wearing that doll on her head. This told us that not only was she able to transmit loose feelings and thoughts through her bond of drool, but she was also able to literally see dreams exactly how they were from the point of view of the person that had them. This was a cute and interesting plot point that could be viewed as pretty freaky, but while being enthralled in the simple fact that she had this talent, as well as being completely used to the drool sharing already, it was really easily analyzed by my primate brain in that moment. We also had a segment later on in episode 6 where we can appreciate the early and often problem solving the show offers. Instead of presenting a misunderstanding and taking the entire episode to confess or have another character fix the problem for them, we can see a sentient MC in Tsubaki not pretend to be clueless for once and constantly clear the air while allowing us to see each interaction as growth and not a repetitive cycle. With that being said, I didn't want to reveal too many spoilers in this video, so you can show this to friends that are apprehensive about watching it, or just so you can justify your reasons for watching it as well. I will be making a video summary working through each episode for those that have seen it already so we can relive through the thrills of drool together all over again. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to help summon the rest of our romance anime-minded counterparts to the video, and drop your thoughts about the show in the comments below, along with the show you want me to cover next.